Hello, guys, and welcome to another edition of All NBA 24/7. I'm your host, Rishi Kapoor, and on tonight's episode 36, I will be giving you guys my thoughts on whether or not I believe Lamelo Ball will make it to the NBA. So let's get into it. So Lamelo Ball, he just turned 17, I believe. He's no longer at Chino Hills High School where he was dropping crazy numbers like 92 points because his father pulled him from the school because he did not like the way the coach was coaching him. But and then his father took him to Lithuania, and I believe that at the age of 16, for you to get overseas professional experience playing against grown men, that can only do wonders for you, and it does good. And he only averaged about 7 points. Didn't really shoot a great field goal, but it wasn't really about his statistics. I mean, when it came to statistics, Lamelo Ball had to really put up great statistics because he was on the heels of being drafted or not drafted. But for Lamelo Ball, he's got time. For him, what was most valuable was the experience in playing against these guys. And now he plays in his father's JBA, the Junior Basketball Association for the Los Angeles Ballers. And he's putting up crazy statistics, obviously, because his father wants the ball in their hands. But I feel like that the main indicator of him going to the NBA will be he needs to go to a college. And LiAngelo Ball withdrew from UCLA, but it's going to be and we're going to have to wait and see what Lamelo Ball does by the time he's 18 years old, whether or not he will enroll in a college or whether he will attend UCLA, because he needs to attend a Division I school and play in the NCAA, playing in front of these scouts to make it to the NBA. I mean, he just can't keep playing on the JBA or over. Well, overseas could work. I mean, he would have to go to overseas, play against grown men and play the game. But there are more scouts in the NCAA. I mean, obviously the majority of the players that come into the NBA, they play in the NCAA and in college. I mean, his brother Lonzo Ball played for UCLA, and Lonzo Ball, he became an NBA player not only because of his talent, but because his head is right. He's got the right mindset. He did everything textbook. He worked hard. Is not outspoken. Every time I even watch their family show, Ball in the Family, you always see Lamelo and Lamelo actually, especially, just goofing around. And obviously, he's still young. He's got ways to go. He's only 17, but he needs to start to really mature and start to play harder and not act like he doesn't and act like he doesn't care when he's on the court. And there's an episode where Lonzo Ball was calling him out, being like, hey, you need to work hard on every drill, every practice, every game. You cannot just be slouched over or like a hunched over and just act tired and not care, because you need to practice and develop those habits earlier on before you go into the NBA. And I believe, this kid's got a lot of talent. He's got ups. He was doing through the legs dunks in practice. He's 6 foot. He's grown to 6'7". So he's got a lot of upside. And his father, LeVar Ball, has continuously said that LaMelo will be the best out of all three because he's gained more experience at a younger age. Because he was playing with LiAngelo and Lonzo against players that were maybe 2, 3 years older than LiAngelo and Lonzo, but 5, 6 years older than him. So he got to get that experience at an earlier age, which they didn't get. So LeVar Ball believes that he will be the best out of the three. So that's putting a lot of pressure on him, but still, so we'll wait and see. But he's got a lot of upside, I believe, based on his height, his skill. I mean, he's launched half court shots and 3-pointers. He's got a great shot. He's got like a pretty good basketball IQ, but he just needs to, just have more energy on the defensive end, and just play with a lot more energy instead of, saying, hey, the game just comes so easy for me. I don't need to go out there and play as hard. He needs to play very hard. I mean, the greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan, was the hardest worker in practice, and, he let his actions speak for themselves. So, LaMelo Ball, he just needs to, have more energy and be more serious and have his head on right. And who better than to learn about that than Lonzo. So LiAngelo, right? Like, he has that all right, but obviously the China incident just really screwed everything up, and but his route will be he needs to go to the G League, right, and then try to make it from there. But Lamelo, for now, he can play, up into because technically right now he'd be in high school still, so he can play in his dad's JBA. But when it comes down to him being 18, he's gonna have to, go to a Division 1 school and play, and who knows if a Division 1 school now will offer him a scholarship, right? Because he's not in high school anymore. So it's gonna be we're gonna have to wait and see. But that's the route that he obviously has to take, like anybody else has taken. And the plan before was, I remember that LeVar wanted to keep him in Lithuania, but LeVar and the coach got into it over there, and he noticed the coach wasn't playing them enough, so um, he left. But that's going to be the route. But I believe though, when it's all said and done, that Lamelo will make it to the NBA. He's got a lot of upside, but he will need to take the route that everybody else has taken. Obviously, get a scholarship by a Division 1 school. Whether or not he goes to UCLA, we'll have to wait and see. If that doesn't happen, then he should go overseas and play. But he can't continue to just play in the JBA. I mean, like his brother's doing, which I don't understand. But he needs to go to um, overseas, and yeah, and see what happens. So those are either the two routes that he can take. But so far, so good. I mean, he's developed a lot of experience at a young age. He's only 17 years old, so he just still needs to keep at it and work hard and develop great habits and just have his head on right. That's what it's all about, man. I mean, you can have all the physical abilities you want, but as long what dictates everything is right here. You got to have that right, because if it's not right up there, everything can get, screwed over. So, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. Let me know whether or not you think LaMelo Ball will make it to the NBA and what route he will take. Um, and your thoughts on his game and him as a player in the comment section below. And I look forward to reading your comments. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, guys. I've got a lot more content coming through. The NBA season, preseason's almost coming up, so exciting times now. And yeah, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time.